What's up, CHFFL? We're on to week 2 of the 2020 season. I thought we had a lot of nice storylines from week 1. It looks like it's going to be yet another great year for our league, and I think everything's going smoothly with the Discord, and thank all of you for helping with the transition over to that. So we're into our normal weekly previews where I start with the wrap. Last week, my predictions were only 3-3. We'll get better as we learn more about all the different teams. The team of the week was Parker, got his $15 via Venmo because we raised the weekly payout this year. The game of the week, Grant beat Stan as James Conner came up really flat for him, and everything just kind of teetered off towards the end of the week. The waivers were very crazy. A lot of big money being thrown around on a couple of running backs that surprised. So let's go over that before we get into this week's matchups. Malcolm Brown, Marty spent $56 after he appeared to be the current head of the committee, the three-headed committee in Los Angeles. Other bids came in at $19, $12, and $11, so possibly an overbid, but he wanted his guy and he went out and got him. Parker got Nyheim Hines for $38. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not 100%, but I had no idea where to go with this. Minnie came in at 27. I was at 21. I thought about going as high as 33, so there's no way I would have got him. Parker picks up in PPR a reliable low-end running back 2, almost guaranteed. We'll see if he's going to take more of the Eckler role as the season goes forward, and Mac is hurt. Finally, Dallas Goedert, who slipped through our draft and was still in free agency, Minnie was able to pick up for $12. Parker tied him, but having already picked up Hines, did not have the slot for him. I think other bids came in for Goddard. Mine was $6 and a few were less. So one theme of the week is that Eng didn't get anybody he wanted. Moving into the matchups, we're going to start with the Football Flicks Conference with Cliff Franklin's Sticky Hands versus Show Me the Money. Parker coming off that team of the week, week 1. We're going to find out if Hines is worth it. I see he's in the starting lineup over Dobbins. Swan got 14 from Mixon on Thursday, and Mixon looking like kind of the fears of the Bengals just not being able to open holes for him are true, but in our league, you get that nice bonus for getting carries, so Mixon's going to have a good floor all season. The only thing I'm really looking at this that Swan has a big advantage in is quarterback with Jackson against Parker. I think as Rodgers had a huge first week, is he going to be doing that every week all season, though? I don't know. I'm taking Parker here. I don't think Swan has what it takes to overcome Parker's strength at other positions. Moving on to the ice boxes, Little Giants versus Zero Fun Sir. Mark got 48 points from Nick Chubb and OBJ on Thursday night. OBJ kind of proved some naysayers. I don't know if it's enough to say wrong yet, but that he's still start worthy every week. Stan is rolling out Connor again. I have Connor in my family league. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with him. I still have to decide. But I'm taking Mark here. I think he's overall just a much stronger team, and I don't have a lot to say about the matchup. Last Football Flicks game, we have Coach Boone's 5th grade sissy versus the SCLSU Mud Dogs. Grant got kind of a weak performance from AJ Green, only 5 points. Deshaun Watson going up against Baltimore is a really tough matchup for quarterbacks, but Max is starting Mitch Trubisky, so I think Watson's still probably the advantage there. I'm going with Grant, even though there was the kind of bad performance from AJ Green. This was a tough one for me to come up with. I think it's close from top to bottom and could go either way, but Grant's where my gut was. And moving on to a galaxy far, far away. First, we have the Wookiee of the Year versus Kittle Run in under 12 parsecs. Speaking of Kittle, he'll be on the bench just serving as a mascot this week, but Jonathan Taylor could become the bell cow now with Mac hurt. Because, West needed one more running back. He now has Gurley on his bench. Figuring out who his startable every week receivers are. For the Wookiee, though, Sanders is coming back. That's really good as RB1. I still am picking Wes here. Just stronger all around. Wes's team is a monster with or without Kittle. It's overwhelming. Next, we have the Tuscan City Raiders versus Kareemed by the Sith. Marty got 20 points from Boyd on Thursday, but Minnie picked up 25 from Hunt. It looks like his keeper is going to be fantastic going forward. Hunt looks like a solid RB2, if not a low-end RB1 week to week. For Marty, is Gronk's role going to go? He used kind of a high pick to take Gronk, and O.J. Howard had more points week 1. Looking at the tight ends again over on Minnie's side, he picked up Dallas Goedert out of free agency off the waivers this week. I'm taking Minnie. I don't think this one is that close either. We'll see. Marty needs to figure something out there with his tight end situation. The game of the week, I have the Brad Bannis football team versus the Coruscant Younglings. Dang, I'm going to change it. I'm totally going to change my team name. All right, well, either way, in the galaxy far, far away, these are early playoff favorites, and both of us had very high week 1 scores, so I have utmost confidence in this being a good game of the week. Should come down to the wire. There were no Thursday players, so all 18 guys are going to be going today and tomorrow. And it's the interesting matchup is the Brad Bannis football team's receivers, both wide receivers and tight end, he has advantage of versus the backs, where my running backs and quarterbacks have the advantage. So I'm taking the Younglings. I think Derek and I have put together a really good roster, and I'm feeling confident at this point of the season, which I'm normally hesitant to feel so confident. But it's going to be a great matchup anyway. Best of luck, Brad. Best of luck, everybody, this week. I'll see you when the dust settles and be back for week 3. Bye-bye.